Hello everybody, Lincoln Stahl back for episode number 7 of 4 Questions with me, Lincoln Stahl. Got some different questions. I like how the questions are starting to get harder and maybe even borderline a little bit more controversial, or should I say my answers are more controversial. First question, Adam Herring says, after years in the car business, I'm sure you've had weeks where you work 50 hours and weeks where you work 80 hours. At the position you're currently in, how long is a true week for you? And then he says, which aspects ranked 1 through 3 are most important in regard to helping us manage time? A strict schedule, good management, and understanding family unit. You know, the funny thing is, I always aspired to get to this position, and I always told everybody that I was going to put my time in earlier in my career and work real hard to get to my position so that I could work less and have more time with my family and more time doing things other than work. A couple things I found out as I started to get promoted, I started to realize there was a reason why I saw people in my career that were up here with this job and they were constantly losing them because they finally got a GSM or a GM job, and when they got it, they decided they made it, they didn't have to work anymore. Well, unfortunately, if you don't have like a really good number 2 guy, you have to be at work. So for me, I work so hard to get where I'm at, and I'm not gonna allow anybody to take it away from me because I don't want to work hard. I'm smart enough to understand there's a line of people out there that would love to have my job, and the moment that I'm not working hard, they'll be there going, I'll work hard. So for me, I typically get here about 8 o'clock in the morning. I try to roll out around 7:30 at night. Sometimes if I have something super important that I got to get to from my kids' school, I try to not miss the big things. And then as far as you know, and of course, if you're killing it and things are rolling, then you can afford to sneak out at 5 o'clock on a Saturday. But if not, you got to be there grinding, leading the charge from the front. You ranked them in order. A strict schedule is number 1, man. There's certain things that my day from the first 4 hours is the same way every single day, and I do that so that I can manage my time good. And then, of course, without a good understanding family at home, a spouse that supports you and holds the fort down for you while you're gone, it's almost impossible to put the hours in. It's a good question. Number 2, Brian Lovelace says, why do dealerships keep regurgitating the same sales managers, the same service managers that never do a great job? I think the reason for that is they run into a spot where they have to hurry up and get an employee, so they hire whoever's available. The person who's available on quick notice is usually the guy that doesn't do a good job. He's usually looking for a job. I think there's good people out there that under the right leadership can do a great job, but I also think for someone like me, it's hard to work for me. I work a lot of hours, so you're gonna have to work a lot of hours. I lead from the front. I'm very demanding of hard work and excellence. With that being said, I'm right there with you. I don't expect you to go do it on your own. I want to conquer the world together. So I'm hard to work for, but there's certain people out there that just hire bodies, and the ones that they're always hiring are the ones that are available. And it's a poor business model we have, and that's another reason why I promote from within and train my guys up from the bottom up, so that I got people that are on the team and they know what to do and they're ready to rock and roll. Question number 3. Laura McCrae says, as a successful GM, what does your daily routine look like? What daily habits have you picked up on over the years, and what made you successful? Again, from the time I roll out of bed at 4:48 in the morning till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my day is nearly the same every single day of the week. I do the same thing, and the reason I found out that if I stay on a certain structure and the same routine and timeline, I tend to not miss anything. I don't get distracted helping this person or helping that person. I've done everything in the world that I have laid out. As far as what's changed, I've come up with a very good reporting system. So when actually at 4:30 in the morning, there's about 12 reports that hit my email, and it makes my checks and balances a lot easier. So before I even get to the store in the morning, I've had a chance to look at everything from the day before, from deal flow to service RO count to, gross and profit and even receivables and whatnot. So I've looked at a lot of that stuff before I even get here. So the reporting has actually gotten a lot better than it used to be. Makes my life a lot easier. Question number 4, Tori Sheets says, how do you deal with negativity, and do you fear or care if other people judge you? What advice do you have for someone who struggles with social anxiety? I used to care. Because I tried so hard to do right by everybody and to help everybody. And I remember the first time I heard somebody talking about me, I thought, man, how could they talk about me? I did everything I could to help that person. I try to do the right thing. Like, how dare they talk about me? I soon realized that if you're doing anything worth doing, there's going to be somebody out there that's not doing what you're doing. And instead of trying to figure out how to make themselves successful, it's easier for them to sit around the water cooler and talk about other people who are killing life and are doing a great job at it. And it's their way of making themselves feel better about the shitty job that they're doing at work. You know, the question, do I care? I don't give a shit. I don't care. If I'm not asking you for advice, I don't give a shit what you think about me. And if I'm asking for your advice, hopefully you're not telling me how bad I am. Hopefully you're helping me get better. So that's the answer to that, man. Don't worry about them. Just hit that unfollow and that block button on social media and move on with life. Let them go hate on somebody else. That shit don't matter to me. So there you go. There's 4 questions. We got a few more questions to answer. Please do me a favor and message in your questions. I like that we're starting to get down a different road here. I'll answer any question there is out there that you want me to answer. Send them in to me. Love y'all. Take care.